That sucked. That sucked, guys. What's happening? That's not what I expected. I'll just let you guys know right now. We got Blake's Atomic Grill in the chat already. Today's match reaction is brought you in part by Blake's Atomic Grill. Use promo code DALLYSC to get 15% off your next barbecue platter. Hey now, I don't know, man. 1-1, Real Madrid draw. We got Alex over on TikTok. I think I saw Guillermo over on TikTok. I don't know, guys. Brutal start to the La Liga campaign. I don't know what to think about that one. I talked about it in my preview, but the previous couple games with Real Madrid and Mallorca has been 1-0 for the last two. So I guess that's kind of what happens when you play Mallorca. You're not going to get a lot. Mallorca was a better team, 100% today. 100%. Not sure exactly what Real Madrid was thinking in this one. Smiley, what's happening? I don't know what happened. That's how I feel. I feel a little shocked. Feels like a loss, I'll be honest. I have a rant for sure when it comes to this team. I'll probably put it in my match review on my YouTube channel. But to give you a summary, this team, even though, yeah, you won the Champions League last year, you're acting like you already won everything. They're acting like they're the best ever, which there's a lot of really good players on this team. But you have to actually play the games. You don't automatically win the game just because you're Real Madrid. That's the issue that they face, I think. I don't know. Smiley, what do you think? I was a little... We got Daryl Gonzalez over on TikTok. What's happening? Mag on TikTok. What's happening? Just brutal game. Brutal game. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What was your reaction? I was not loving that, y'all. Was not loving that at all. It just, there was not a lot to be achieved in this one, too. There was a lot of issues, I thought. I felt like we're forcing the ball over to Mbappe a lot, which I don't love. You know, it's not really Mbappe's fault there. It just seems like, okay, get him the ball. The midfield's too deep from attack, no creativity, 100%. 100%. Yeah, what Carlo thinks about the Toni Kroos departure issue for the last 2 months, there's no thought process from him how to tackle that issue. 100% Pratik. It's just brutal. It's just like, I don't understand the thought process. Like, that midfield was just getting sliced open today. It was insane. The counterattack for Mallorca, credit to them. This crazy. I'll pull up. We'll look at some stats here in a bit. But I was tweeting it. If you guys follow me on Twitter, if you don't, definitely do it. That's the best way to interact with me during the game. But I tweeted at half that going into halftime, even though Real Madrid was up, Mallorca had a better XG, was 0.36 versus 0.31. They also had 5 versus 4 shots, 3 compared to 2 shots on target, and 6 versus 3 corners, and then 1 big chance versus Real Madrid's 0. So yeah, just terrible. I mean, and that's kind of how the game went, you know? Just not great at all. Not great at all. Over on TikTok, what do we think of the game? Leo Castro, what you think of the game? Jenny, TikTok, what's happening? Just kind of a shitty game, just to be honest. Just nothing great there. Courtois, I thought, saved us from probably at least 1 or 2 goals. In the air, we're just incredibly vulnerable there. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Highlight, Rodrigo. I thought Rodrigo was the best forward out of the 3. Other than Vinny getting a great, through ball to himself and just cooking a defender. Just awful. Ricardo, what's happening? Rudiger pissed me off so much, constantly moving out of position, continuously overhit or gave the ball away. Guler should have subbed into the second half because we lack creativity. 100%. Fahad, we need to go back to the diamond formation. I agree. No, Rudiger sucked today. Smiley agrees. Yeah, Rudiger was off today. SBN's horrible air vulnerability, 100%. I noted that too. Rudiger, horrible. Rudiger had a stinker today. That was a terrible game from him. Smithing table from the best midfield last season to a bad midfield. It was a lot to be desired in that midfield today, guys. Rudiger, stinky performance. Stinky. I'm not sure. I thought Bellingham could have done a lot better today too. Was a little disappointed. Again, Vinny, I was a little disappointed too. Mbappe wasn't great today, obviously. I did think he was probably one of our best attacking players just because he actually got some shots off. Vinny wasn't shooting. It seemed, they mentioned it, at least in the American broadcast, that they were like, oh, we're going to pass the ball in. We want to walk it in. That's what it seemed like. Other than that Rodrigo goal, it just seemed, I don't know, just really passive. Valverde was bad. Yeah, man, from going from the Super Cup match, right, to this one, it was just terrible. Does Modric need to start, need control and creativity? He might. Smiley, if you... I don't know if I want to start Modric. I'd like to say give Güler a chance to be the more creative player and maybe control it. I'm not sure if he can do that. If you do start Modric, who would you take off instead of him? Because they subbed him for Tchouaméni in this one. Aspezian, I can't pronounce anything. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Fede was so off. Yeah, Fede was bad. Let's take a look, guys. I'll move over to, if you're watching on TikTok, this camera angle might be a little bad for you, so I am sorry. But let's take a look right here. And look at this lineup. Yeah, Rodrigo, 8.4 on him for today. Champions hangover, they'll get better. Blake's Atomic Girl says, yeah. Carvajal, stinker. Militao, I can't believe they gave Rudiger a 7-1. Mendy with the red card at the end, too. Yeah, first match of the season, I have faith. I have faith, too. I'm shocked Vinny actually has a 7. It's the assist carrying him. These numbers are a little surprising. I don't know, guys. Interesting. And you said Tchouaméni was good, bro. LOL. I told you this guy is bad. Lord Dev, man. I knew you'd come back, man. Chat's popping off. I'm not sure if that's a good thing when chat's popping off. Let me, I do think Tchouaméni's still good. I just think that was just bang average. And we do miss Camavinga, I agree. Terrible game, just Madrid things. Fahad, I dread to go to Mallorca away. They're so passive and annoying. Very. Baby Powder, what's happening? Guillermo, why did Ancelotti change the team so late? They tried to come on a lot earlier, too, in this one. It was just, I don't know. It just waiting to get the ball out of bounds and just takes forever. But I agree. I think when Modric came on, I would have liked to see probably Brahim for Vinny there. That's what I think, too. So, hey, I appreciate all the celebrations and the likes on the YouTube and on TikTok. If you're not subscribed already, definitely subscribe. Love doing these. Let's see. Ricardo, our midfield 3 is too similar. Güler at least shows for the ball. And I don't mention Modric. He does lack the stamina to win the game. I agree. Think with Modric can't defend. Clevable, what's happening? Tony Montana, Arda for 5 minutes. Ancelotti's joking, bro. He tried to get him on earlier. I just think he got him on a little too late. You know what I mean? Again, I think you should have brought on probably at least Güler and Brahim there. Carvajal was also stinking, so I wouldn't have minded all 3 of those subs when Modric came on. FOMOD has the worst ever ratings, bro. I saw Super Cup ratings and terrible. I just like their UI, man. I just like their app. So I wish that Cruz returns from retirement. If Cruz watched that game, he might think about returning. Lord Dev, no, I don't know, bro. How this guy starts for France and Madrid blows my mind. Danny had an off game. Also, Vinny, the team was just off. Yeah, was off. Pratik, second minute of the game, loses an easy throw in and gave away a chance to opposition. Come on, bro. 80 or 85 makes no difference. I agree. No, Tony Montana, I 100% agree with you there. They need to come on so much earlier. So much earlier. Again, when did Modric came on? I'm just looking right now. On the 63rd minute. That's when they should have came on. Passing was just terrible today. Post Rodrigo. Yeah, that Rodrigo goal was sick, though. I will say, that was a great goal from Rodrigo. Where's he shoot it from, though? Left-hand side. This is kind of what he does. This is what he does, you know? I didn't actually mind the overlapping between those three today. I thought it was decent. I thought Mbappe actually was pretty okay today. You guys want to take a look at some heat maps? I think we need to look at some of those. Okay. So we're over on SofaScore now. I want to pull up Vinny and Mbappe. A lot more to the left today for Mbappe. He was a lot more central in the last one. Vinny just terrorizing over here. And let's take a look at Rodrigo. Look at that for Rodrigo, man. I don't know if your right wing should be playing. My issue with Rodrigo doing this is we need to spread out everybody, because when we're all so bunched up on the left, Mallorca just puts 3 or 4 dudes over there. Smiley, should have Mbappe passed the ball to Vinny on those 2 chances? He should have, at least on the first one, on the counterattack from the corner, 100%. Yeah, pet peeve of mine from Ancelotti. Love him, but late subs is horrible. I have faith, though. Rodrigo was the best at the front 3. He was. No, Lord Dev, 100%. Rodrigo was. Too bad the fan base is against him. It's a weird thing. I love Rodrigo. I really do. I just want to see Güler play more. And I don't think, when I say that, I don't think Güler should have came in for Rodrigo today. I think leaving Rodrigo and Mbappe out there was probably the right thing to do. Tony Montana, he has to change about 60 to 65 minutes to see some difference. I mean, the players need some minutes to adapt to the game. 100%, Tony. 100%. We'll go back to the chat. Def Mbappe was the far more dangerous. No, I thought Mbappe was decent today. Ricardo, we need to SQ. Kara, Arda over Rodrigo already, but old man doesn't see that. Rodrigo did good today, so we can't. Lord Dev, I know, right? The hate on Rodrigo is crazy. He showed them, though, with the goal. Good thing. Unfortunately, just a bad game. Rodrigo was the man of the match today for Real Madrid on a poor day for Real Madrid. That's just the truth. I want to see. I don't know if you'd take off Rodrigo. Not today. But if we would have brought on Güler and probably played him at like the 10, I think it would have been good to see what that would have looked like with Bellingham dropping a little deeper. Pratik, so many world-class players still not able to control the game against relegation team. Carlo has to take this seriously. The thing is, too, guys, though, all these players, this is why I didn't understand the subs coming in so late, too. I think that's probably the consensus from everybody. These guys are just getting back from holiday. That's the thing. They're just getting back. So we need to see, I would say, more players. They're not fit. You could see the tired legs out there today. Just was not great. Was not great at all. So, let's see. Same starting lineup with, I think, other than, okay, real quick. Mendy, what are you doing there in the last 20 seconds? I don't understand that at all. Can anybody explain what Mendy's even thinking there? Lord Dev, Valverde was trying to play like Cruz. Only person who has ability to play like close to that is Camavinga or Arda. Yeah, he was trying a little too much there. Off game for Valverde. Something I feel like you don't really see from him. Guillermo, probably take out Vinny sooner. This wasn't his game. No, I agree. That's why I value Brahim. I think Brahim can come in for any of the front 3. Whoever's having an off game, I just want to see him earlier. Not the red card. Horrible red card. And so now, first of all, I thought actually Mendy had a pretty awful game too. In the beginning, let's see, I noted, let's see. I just thought he kept being out of position. We talked about Rudiger being out of position earlier, guys. Just what is he doing? Mendy left the pitch like nothing. He did leave the pitch. He's like, what'd I do? So that's 3 games for Mendy. And so that means Fran Garcia is going to be coming in for him, which I've talked about it in some of my recaps and stuff, man. Fran looked he's good on the attack, and so it'll be interesting to see you there, but defensively, he leaves a lot to be desired. Ricardo, seen enough from Güler. He is the key to our midfield. We focus too much on his age. He's technically better than all our mids, barring Modric. No, I think you're right, Ricardo. I think he can control the pace of that game a lot more. That's probably the issue with the midfield. when you pass the ball to, I mean, any of them, they can't control it like Cruz can. Tony, for real. How did Mendy get a red card? Baby Powder, right at the end of the game, he dove at the back of one of the Mallorca guys, and it was I don't think he had a yellow before, so I think it was, straight red. Roman, hope for the best in the next match. 100%. 100%. We'll be back, guys. This is game 1. This is why we do the live, so we can all come here and chat and just kind of, vent our frustration. I want to be celebrating with you all. And so hopefully we can do that more in the future. But I'm happy we can this feels like a loss, I'll be honest. But Smiley says Mendy was paying homage to Pepe. I guess so. Lord Dev, Madrid made me lose my bet. Was my last team on my bet. Oh, man, that sucks. We need Mallorca's left back. He was good. What's his name? Oh, Mojica? He's 31. I thought he was a lot younger than that. So, yeah, we're not buying a 31-year-old left back. But, no, he was good. He was class. High tackle. Carvajal alone in the right wing. Yep. Mallorca and Miriki. Always annoying. Pepe ended his career, so Mendy has to take Pepe's role. Nunu, to be honest, we really need mid who can defend. Too many attacking stars, agreed. In fact, just one game, frustrating, but yeah, 100%. It does feel like we lost. That's just how I feel. I felt like shit. I'll be honest, guys. I'm going to rant on my post game. I'm going to. It feels like everybody on this team feels like it's like Super Bowl champs, basically. I mean, I understand, we did win the Champions League. Yeah, we did win La Liga, but you have to do it again. Just because you won at one time doesn't mean that you win it every single game. You have to play the games, and that's just not what the mindset was today. So much of the game is mental, and they were just awful. Just awful today. Mentally, I noted too many chances in the first 5 minutes, poor defending. We were just sleepwalking. Just one game. If I butcher your guys' name, I'm really sorry. So, Sezgin. Okay, we need Art in the midfield. This is not going to work. We need to go 4-2-2-2. Sezgin, if I butcher your name, I'm really sorry. Who would you take out if you bring in Arda? Let me know. Mojica man of the match, was he? He was good. Fatmob said Rodrigo, but Sofa scorer said... Who did they say? They gave it to Rodrigo over there too. Let's see. The Mafio guy is solid, always performs against Vinny. Dally, what do you think of the pairing between Tchouaméni and Fede? To start the season, I felt good. I'll be honest. Tchouaméni, I mean, I think it was Lord Dev. What were you talking? Yeah, just, I don't know. Tchouaméni, just bad game from him. Why did we take so long to adjust Mallorca crossing? That was the only way they had a chance of scoring and continue to fight them. Man, I don't know if you guys feel the same, but we just seem small on these crosses. Whether it's a set piece, just a cross into the box or a corner, I just feel like, where's all the big guys for Real Madrid? We're not that small of a team. Abdul Saman. Oh, I'm sorry. If I butcher your names, I'm really sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Not sure we have defended our league title ever. We always lose the next season. That's what they said. I think they said, at least on the English broadcast, that Real Madrid hasn't won back-to-back titles in like 17 years. This is not handed to you. This is hard. This is big boy football. You have to compete. Blowing a game like this, even though it's game 1, could cost you the thing that, La Liga down the road. And so I understand it is just one game and we'll be fine. But again, I hope this is, if anything, if we can take anything away from this, guys, I hope this is a wake-up call for the squad. And I'm hoping we can take, good things away from it. But we will see. Let's see. Just catching up with chat, guys. They just blocked Vinny good. They did do pretty good on Vinny. Vinny got the best of one time in this game. Yeah, absolutely right. Not sure we defend our league title. Said that. Midfield's too deep. Carlo needs to rectify this. Why does our midfield just feel like it's non-existent? On the counterattack was there every single time for them today. Made no sense. Miss Valverde long shots today. We were a little too passive, Guillermo. 100%. Tony Montana. Have to say, I just love Real Madrid since I can think, but let's speak the truth. Is Vinny just annoying me? I mean, the rivals don't hate him for nothing. He's a little annoying, but that's just kind of what Brazilians do a little bit. They just kind of mess with you, you know? Oh, I didn't butcher it. Sezgin, awesome. Look at me. Look at me go, man. I don't think stacking the team with 3 left wingers and depending on the individuals are not going to work with the teams. Not the same page in the Euros. Arda was like glue that was binding that team together. Arda's solid. I love Arda. You're not going to find any hate on Arda until he betrays me in this one. Alex, we gave Barca and probably Atletico a head start on TikTok. Unfortunately, you're right, Alex. Not what I wanted to see today. We'll be back, though. We'll be back. Cruz, please return from retirement. I'll tweet at him, guys. Let's all tweet at Cruz. Not really. Don't tweet at Cruz. He's happy, but yeah, we missed Cruz bad, big time. We haven't won back-to-back since 2006, 2007. That's crazy. Khalifa, this was a shit show. Call it how you see it, right? Mbappe needs to press like Vinny and Rodrigo. He also needs to open up closer to the players. I feel like he goes too deep in the box where no passes can reach him. Mbappe did no pressing today. None whatsoever. Just terrible. Just terrible. We still need time to get used to playing without Cruz. 100% Fahad. If I butcher this name, I'm sorry. Abdul Salam. I think I nailed it. We know we want to get the best players, but is Mbappe really needed? I think he is. Mbappe was the best today. Alex said expected a hat trick from the Turtle. I thought he did pretty good. I thought overall, Mbappe, let me look at the shots real quick. He had 4 shots. 2 of them were really good saves from them. Fahad, yeah. Agreed. Okay, what do you guys think is the best lineup for Real Madrid? Do you think we've seen the 4-3-3 twice now? I don't want to overreact to this. Do you think it's back to the diamond? And if it is back to the diamond, who are we taking off? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Alex on TikTok. Overall, he did good, but at least 1 goal on his debut. Alex, I agree. I think overall he did pretty good today. He's not coming back at all. He could have scored, but he did get the goal in the debut, so that was good. Mallorca's keeper transformed to Neuer. He did. Mallorca's keeper is pretty good today. 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. Smithy, yeah. 100%. That goalkeeper helps too, just Madrid's first game. Gilroy, you're right. You're right. Just not a great one. 4-3-1-2. Okay. A couple different. Who are you taking off? Are we taking off Rodrigo? I mean, Rodrigo was good today. I don't know you take him off. I mean, at the same time, you're not taking Vinny or Mbappe off, obviously, so you have to take somebody off. 4-4-2, Rodrigo out. He can change with Vinny and Mbappe. Yeah. I think the diamond's better. I'd put Arda. Shark fixation over on TikTok. What's happening? The lineup would depend on how you want to play for attack or defense. I think the issue, though, Alex, is we had no defense today. All attack, and you get a 1-1 draw. And Mallorca was the better team today. They just were. I put Arda. I want to see Arda more. I will preach about it forever. I just think he can deliver. I just think, you watch him in the last couple games for Real Madrid. He was class. You watch him for Turkey, who's not a great team. He was class there. Gets him pretty far. I think the Camavinga in midfield will solve a little bit. Tchouameni's an average player. Camavinga is much better than midfield. A lot of hate for Camavinga. I'm hoping Camavinga's, or not how Camavinga, Tchouameni. A lot of hate for Tchouameni in the chat. No, Camavinga's missing big time. He'd be a sub 100%. Instead of Modric coming on, I think we would have seen Camavinga first. Says again, the midfield's not connected. No one is trying to build it. build up in the game. Nunu, hopefully it really wakes up call for players. Madrid management, I mean, they were packed schedule today, then let them focus playing the game. I agree. Tony Montana, I have the feeling Ancelotti has no impact on the team. Just looks like he tells them the first 11, let them play however they want. There's no system. Look at Alonso Leverkusen. Yeah, maybe. I think you saw it a little more today, Tony, where it said, okay, Rodrigo, you need to stay wide right. He still keeps going left, but that's what happens. That's why I want Arda. He always tries to do something. Agreed, says Gin. With Alonso, we would play much better football. I don't need the Ancelotti hate. Ancelotti's still a great man manager. Alex on TikTok. Arda has so much potential. I need to see him basically 60-70% of the time played of Yamal last season. Yeah, no. Arda's potential is crazy. Let me see. Khalifa, Rodrigo could get behind and transition for defense to make it 4-4-2, get up and attack. I think, though, Rodrigo's probably the best, of the attackers who actually goes back and defends. He actually does a pretty good job. Carragher, Vini, and Mbappe. Who will be more useful in this game, Mendy or Davies? Good. That's a good question. Smithing. The game. Shout out to you. Appreciate the follow over on TikTok. If you guys haven't liked the video already, if you could like it, I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, if you want to subscribe to, helps reach more Madridistas out there like yourself. So I really appreciate it, guys. I think, though, Smithing, to get back to your question, Davies right now would be a pretty good option, especially with Mendy being out. Defensively, Mendy is way better than Davies, but on the attack, Davies would have been helpful today. Not Rodrigo because he's the most versatile of the three, could play as a 10 and influence the game. Quite underrated to me. No, he is. He is underrated. The team will be okay. Chemistry's not there yet. Gilroy, 100%. 100%. We just have to, react to what happened today. And wasn't a great game for Real Madrid. That's basically what it comes down to, ultimately. There were some moments of brilliance. Vini absolutely cooking the right back. Mbappe looked pretty good a couple times. Rodrigo's goal was special. That was a special goal for Rodrigo, so I hope that doesn't get overlooked in this game. And I hope we see him a lot more. Gilroy, correct. They just need more time to play together. Agreed. Guillermo, in a defensive lineup like Mallorca today, tall player like Joselu would be good. Sometimes crosses are so underrated. Even Muriqi scored a header today. No, agreed. I think right now, I've been listening to a couple different people talk about it, and I've mentioned it before. We're missing Joselu a ton and Nacho. I think those are guys who are super underappreciated for what they did last year for Real Madrid. Joselu was the only true striker. Endrick's the true 9 on the team right now. I'd rather have, I'm not saying Endrick's not going to be great. I'd rather have Joselu coming in to bring in that energy. That's what he did last year against Bayern Munich, He did that multiple times. It wasn't just a one-time thing. He was just great. And then Nacho, too, just to have some rotation for the center backs, just because we're still missing Alaba. Gilroy, Madrid made changes late. They should have made some earlier. 100% Gilroy. No, they should have made them when Modric came on in the 63rd. That's when they should have came on. That's what I think. Khalifa, Mendy is the best defensively, but Davies could help a lot offensively. 100%. They play completely different. Khalifa, you're right about that. I just think that having Fran Garcia the next 3 games, who are we playing? I'm going to butcher the next name. I know that off the rip. Real, if I say it right, let me know. Valladolid, there's no way I said that right. Las Palmas and Real Betis is the next 3. So going to be interesting about that. We'll see. We're really missing giants in there, 100%. We just seem small today. Khalifa, you think so? RMA, FC, we need another Joselu. I agree. We're just missing that big presence, that striker. We just don't have that. We don't have, speaking of aerial presence, Mbappe is not going to head the ball. His nose is still broken. Vinny's not going to head the ball. Vinny, what is Vinny, 5'8"? How tall is Vinny? The only person who's really going to head it in the attack, Vinny is 5'9". Okay, give him an inch. Is Bellingham, and even then, Bellingham's not that big. Bellingham, I can't spell anything. 6'1". Joselu was big. Miss him. That's an all-time loan. Let's see. Says again, Rodrigo is not underrated. He's inconsistent. He scored a fantastic goal, but he's not a right winger. If he plays left wing, I think he would rival Vinny and Ballon d'Or. There is a hole in that team. Says again, you're right. That's always been my issue with Rodrigo. It's not hate for him. There's two left wingers who are better in front of him. And that's just kind of how this Real Madrid team is. And so he's forced to play over on the right, which he doesn't want to do. As you can see clearly, he keeps rotating over to the left every time. Look where he scored his goal today. Off his right foot on the left-hand side. Smiley, yeah, Joselu should have left. He would be important helping out Mbappe and Endrick about that striker role. I agree. Abdullah, if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry, guys. I think the team will suffer against the teams like Man City, Barca, who are good in controlling game in midfield. If you couldn't do better in middle, the attack will not function. No, I agree. I think, though, I've talked about it before on these live streams and just in general in some of my YouTube videos. That's not the lineup that you'll see against Man City or like Atletico or even Barca. It's a 4-4-2, and I think Rodrigo's getting put on the bench, and he'll be brought on later. But Camavinga, I think, would be starting. And so you could do like a double pivot with Camavinga and Tchouaméni. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I thought we would have scored more. I agree. Shout out to their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper did pretty good. We definitely look small. Only Rudiger reaches it and then leaves our defense exposed. Agreed. Yep, scored. Yeah, I got what you meant. You're good. Courtois saved Real Madrid from a defeat today by saving that free kick. No, he did. Speaking of Courtois, too, what do you guys think right before the first half ended? Mallorca had a chance, but Courtois, he makes that save. That was actually a really good save on the second one where he gets his hand up there. That could have been a goal right before half. So, Carragher, yep, got that one. Midfield needs to do better job. I agree, Gilroy. Let's see. I think so too. We need midfield to be more connected. We can't win against big teams like this. Agreed. You're not going to. This is the lineup that should be for smaller teams, like a Mallorca, like a Las Palmas, like a lesser teams. I think when you play Real Sociedad, Espanyol, even Atletico Madrid, there's zero chance that this is a lineup. I would be so shocked if we saw that 4-3-3 get rolled out there. It's not even a 4-3-3 realistically. It's like it's a 4-2-3-1 because Bellingham's playing a lot more up. Let's see. Will Carlo bench Rodrigo though? He'll bench. Yeah, he will. He has to. You can't. I mean, you're not going to drop. Let's see. I think I would. The 4-4-2 I would do is probably Camavinga starting in like a double pivot where he can like go back with Tchouaméni. And then Bellingham and Valverde can play up a little more. I guess the only other thing you could do, let me know what you guys think, is you could put Güler at the 10 and then Bellingham drops a little deeper. Wouldn't mind that, but if you're playing more defensively against a better team, a Man City, Atletico Madrid, I don't know if you want to do that. So, Nunu, agreed. Chemistry is not there yet. Last final with Atalanta felt like everyone was trying their best to create a moment for Mbappe scoring goal, but we didn't see the spirit today. Agreed. It felt, at least to me, guys, it felt forced to get the ball to Mbappe a couple times today. I think the more they play together, the less that will feel forced, but yeah, it felt a little forced to me. Cuban Redneck, what's happening? We do not have a midfield. We are going from a defense to attack. You're right. The midfield is not existent today. Alex on TikTok, what if we played the 4-1-2-1-2, play Rodri as a cam? You could. I'd probably prefer, Alex, like I said, Güler to play as the 10. I just think he can control the ball a little more and control the game. So this is what I would like to see. No, Khalifa, no, you're right. No, I'm saying when Camavinga comes back from injury. When Camavinga, I mean, that's the thing. Camavinga being out sucks. Yeah, he's out for, I think they said end of September, October. It was like 6 to 7 weeks last week. So 5 to 6 weeks, I guess now. We'll see. Hopefully he's good. Let's see, guys. Thanks for everybody tuning into the live stream too. Love doing these. This is always a great time. So I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Rodrigo needs to move from Real Madrid. I don't think so, man. Especially after a game like today, I don't think so. He just needs to stay to the right. And I'm not sure if that's going to be Ancelotti telling him to stay more to the right. And ultimately, he might leave. It's just not. I don't want it this year. I love the kid. I hope he stays. He just needs to adapt. But I'm not gonna. There's no hate for me after a performance like today. So, comes out injured. Yep. Yeah, that one too. Courtois is awesome. Courtois is awesome. That goal was not his fault. Bellingham, Rudiger specifically, just missed that. Bellingham said himself he feels more comfortable in deeper roles. I think Arda on 10 would be much better for the whole team. I agree. No, I agree. Says again. He does. Bellingham, he's just class. Not a great game from him today, but I would like to see him a little deeper. And I just think, man, think of some of these like through balls and these, crosses and stuff. We'd have a way better corner taker if Arda was playing. You got that. Set piece wise, I think it'd be better too. I just want to see, until I'm proven wrong, I just want to see Arda in this team with the starters to start a game. I just need to see it because I don't think he started one game with them last year because he was injured at the beginning of the year and then he came in. So, let's see. 4-1-2-1-2 is good too. I agree. It's kind of like what we saw last year. No worries. The Guardiola stint at Barca started with a 2-1 defeat to Hercules. We were literally 5 training sessions in. Agreed. No, Cuban, I agree. This is not an overreaction thing. Manuel Rodriguez, I don't know what that says, but I appreciate the subscription. I hope you stay subscribed, buddy. So appreciate you. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, guys, too. So I appreciate everybody subscribing. I hope you enjoy the videos. If there's anything else you guys want to see me make and do, I'm always open to suggestions. Follow me on Twitter too. It's the best way to interact with me. And yeah, I appreciate it from everybody. Manuel, lucky for me, I don't speak Spanish pretty much at all, even though I took it at uni. So. But it's all good, bud. Khalifa, Tchouameni, Fede, Jude, Arda in the midfield. Vinny and Mbappe forward will make more assurances in our midfield. No, I agree. Khalifa, big time agree with you. I just want to see it. Until I'm proven wrong, I just believe Arda can solve a lot of issues. And if he can't, I'll come on here and say, no, guys, he can't do it right now. He's only 19 too. Let's see. Abdulli, if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. I think all young midfielders are not good in controlling games. No creativity. I don't see Modric and Kroos creating envision from these young players. No, nobody controls the game right now like a Kroos, like a Modric does. I'm hoping that Fede, that's the area that Fede and Jude, Jude's 21 still. Like, I understand he won La Liga Player of the Year and stuff, and he's one of the best players in the world. But this is an area that he can improve on. Let's see. Timmy, Carlos should have made subs way earlier. He's just too stubborn. Agreed. Bring them all on. 63rd minute would have been better. Cody Elliott, what's happening over on TikTok? Says again, I think Rodrigo needs to leave if he wants to develop and become one of the best wingers. He needs to play on the left, and he will not in Madrid. It would be best for him and the team. Okay, so let's say if you do sell Rodrigo, right? First of all, it'd be a crazy fee, so... But who's the right wing that you want then? Or do you not want a right wing and we just play 4-4-2 all the time? What do you guys think? If we did sell Rodrigo, I don't want to do that, but I do think that Rodrigo would flourish if he left and actually got to play left wing because he's class if he gets to play over there. Chuck, thank you for covering Real Madrid. Couldn't find any YouTube channels covering them in English. Hey, absolutely, Chuck. All Madridistas are everywhere. For me, that's exactly how I felt too. I couldn't find anybody talking about Real Madrid in English. And so I just wanted to come on here and kind of be a voice of the people, interact with everybody too, just so they can have a voice too. So, happy you found my channel, happy you're enjoying the content, and thanks for watching the videos and subscribing. Appreciate it. Design Box Studio, do you think we need to go back to the midfield diamond? I think so. I wouldn't mind seeing in the next one. Timmy says, how can you want Rodrigo? After performance like today, I don't think it's because of that. I just think he's saying kind of for him to flourish. I just don't know who you would go get and with the money that you would get for Rodrigo. So fire videos, bro. Happy to have someone in English covering the best club in the world. I'm watching from my second account right now. Hey, appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I love making the videos. I'll be after this one too. After the live stream, I'm going to be going and recording my recap. So I'll go a little more in depth. We'll talk a little about the numbers, some of the performance and stuff like that. And so yeah, we'll do that. And then I'll be back again later this week. We'll do my match preview for probably Wednesday. Look for the new video for the match preview for next week. So all good. Yeah, love making the videos, so guys. Smiley. Hot take, Vinny will outperform Mbappe this season. I probably agree with you. I mean, he gets an assist today. It's going to be close. I think Vinny's going to get a lot more assists. Mbappe could have got a goal today, though. I thought there was a really good chance that he could have got one. Let's see. Smiley, he could. Yep. Kamavinga must be a starter. I don't disagree. If we go 4-4-2, I could see it too. Him or Arda. Arda or Brahim could play as a hybrid right wing. I could see that too. Arda likes to cut in though, but I do think, I mean, if you look at the lineup and stuff and like the squad when we travel, Arda's labeled as a midfielder right now. So daily soccer stuff. Sorry I'm late, but damn, 1-1 plus red card for Ferland Mendy is, yeah, not great. That's all good. LOL says our midfield sucks so bad today. It was bad. Manuel, Mallorca should have won this game easy. It's all good, Manuel. Mallorca was the better team today. I'll say it. This is also early in the season, so it's all good. Go watch any Barca channels to watch, Manuel. I would go check those out. Make sure you go register Danny Olmo too, Manuel, if you guys have the money for that. If you have the money. Nunu, Sezgin wants anything that makes Arda starting 11. Just chill, mate. It's all good. Me too. Happy you found your stream. Hey, thanks, Gilroy. Appreciate it, buddy. Daily Soccer. Sorry I'm late. Yep, it's all good. I said that one. Says again, I want Rodrigo on the left, man. I want to see him develop even more. I love that man. Trust me. But on that left, he plays 80. Rodrigo on the left is class. Madrid, lucky to get a point. Sure. 80% of his capacity. Yeah. I would go Vinny, Mbappe, Brahim, because Brahim is a left-footed player and can take defenders. No, that'd be... I just value Brahim off the bench. I think he brings a lot to the table. Just and like I would say, Abdullah, if I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. He just brings a lot as like a super sub. He can play any of those positions, left wing, right wing, false 9, 10, anything like that. Brahim is so valuable for that. And I think that's really where Carlo wants him. That's where I want him to. I love having him part of the team, and I want him to play every single game if there's ever, a lapse with the team. Let's see. I'll go with Vinny, Mbappe, Brahim. I said that one. Sorry, on the right. No, you're good. It's Jay. Carlos should have rotated the game and subbed the 4 boys 60th minute. 100% it's Jay. Couldn't agree with you more there. Barca channel, Narcos, Money Heist, any Mafia podcast. That's all good. That's all good. No, I agree. Let's look back here, guys. Since we were hating on FOTMob, I'm not going to show it, but I want to see how Jude's positioning was today. He was still a lot to the left. Too many, man, today. I know we had the hate earlier for him. Daily Soccer, congrats for the 900 subs. Next stream, you should stream until you hit 1,000. Might take minutes or hours. I don't know if we'll be streaming until that happens, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, all the subs, I appreciate. Just trying to grow, have a place for Madridistas to come out here. So it's all good. That's all good, Manuel. Congrats on that. I thought Jude was okay today. Defensively, just meh. Mendy, yeah. These two did okay. How did Fede and Carvajal do? Fede was everywhere. His touches weren't great. His passes 88%. I don't know, man. It's not a great day for Fede today. So same thing for Carvajal too. I don't know, guys. Did not love that part. Let's see. No worries. Laporta drinks enough for all of them. That's good. That's class. It's Jay. Not going to lie, I was so happy when Rodrigo scored, silencing people that he said should be on the bench. That was a great goal, Jay. It was a fantastic goal for Rodrigo. Super happy for him to get on the board in this one. So does Pedri. How are we going to win La Liga if we can't easily beat these tough away teams? Barca easily picks up these sort of points. It's early, I think the thing, Timmy, I was talking about it earlier, this team, even though, you won La Liga, you won Champions League, you're a great team. They feel like they already won La Liga, I thought today. Like, that's kind of how they acted. And I hope it's a wake-up call for them that in the future, we're not going to have issues like this. This should be a wake-up call. I mean, for example, I'll talk NFL. If you guys don't watch NFL, it's fine. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl the year before. The first game they lost to Detroit at home. The first game, they won the Super Bowl again, but I think it was a great wake-up call for them. And sometimes you just need that to happen. And so if it's a wake-up call for a draw, I will take that if I'm taking a positive out of today. Quasi, I'm back, bro. Hey, what's happening, Quasi? My analysis is nobody really looked on it today. Vinny had a very bad game. This game, I struggle to see why we need Mbappe so much, to be honest. I'm not bashing Mbappe. No, you're fine. You're fine. Vinny, really bad game. Other than, like I said, the one take on, he cooked the right back. It was just an average game for him today. I think Mbappe will bring, I think it's going to take a little time with him. You got to remember that when we get tied up, what time did they score? 1 second. They scored in the 53rd minute. They're playing for the draw the rest of the way, so it's all good. And Jay, you're 100% right. We literally played a match Wednesday, so the amount of time that we had between these games, not great. So we have a whole week off, and I think we're back home. I'm looking right now. We're back home next Sunday, so hopefully, some rest and stuff like that will be good. Let's see. Manuel's just fighting with everybody in the chat. It's all good. Timmy, man, hopefully it's a wake-up call because we struggled against these sort of teams last season. 8 draws, fam. 8. You're right. What I mentioned too in my my preview, this was a game last year, guys, that was 1-0 Real Madrid and 1-0 Real Madrid in both games. And Rudiger gets a header and Tchouaméni gets a snipe in the game. That's the only reason we actually even won those games. I don't know why we play games like this, and then we go play Girona when Girona was good and just destroy them. It's just kind of what happens. I don't know. They should have just called it a Champions League game, and we would have performed better. It's kind of what we do. It's Jay. I hope we win big next weekend. 100% agree. I'm curious what's going to happen. Do you guys think next weekend, though, are we rolling out? Obviously, we can't roll out the same team because Mendy gets that red card, which is awful. Are we rolling out 4-3-3 next weekend? Or do you want to see the diamond next weekend? What do you guys think? This was a team, too, if I can remember correctly, that just got promoted. So I'm hoping we can destroy. If we don't destroy next weekend, this will be a bad chat if we do the live stream again. What do you guys want? Do you guys want me to do a live stream again next week after the game? Let me know in the chat. Happy to do it if we'll have people come here. Happy to do it. Chat just jumped big. So Mallorca is never an easy win. I'm Spaniard. They're famous for being a dirty, horrible team to play against, and they're on an island that is hot as balls. I'm talking Florida hot. Yep. It was a business trip, and it was not a good business trip, so it's all good. Y'all, it's going to take time with Mbappe. The chemistry we build as they play more together. It's his first game of the season. Agreed. No, we can't judge him super hard. Says again, I don't understand why Valverde doesn't try to build up. It feels like he's scared of the ball, doesn't drop back, takes the ball, just passes the ball. Yeah, no, I agree. He can do better. Valverde will do better. Last season, home, it was 1-0 it was. To be honest, Vinny was kind of selfish, but the racist chance. So Vinny needs to stop caring about those racist chants. I mean, it's not good that it happens. 100%. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, he can't let that get into his head. If it gets into his head, guess what happens? It's going to happen more. That's just kind of a maturity thing that he's just going to have to, stand on. It sucks it happens, but if it works against him, it's going to happen, unfortunately. So, exactly, Manuel, you understand what I mean. City faces these type of teams and always knows how to grind out the result, no matter how maybe didn't live it due to my expectations. No, Timmy, you're right. Endrick still got 0 minutes. I don't think Endrick would have been the person to come on today to save it. I think it would have been Brahim and Guler earlier. So, Quasi, is it because of the low block they played? We struggled to create space because I'm really trying to figure out what went wrong. No, it is because Quasi, that's exactly what it is. Furkin with the sub. Hey, I appreciate it. If you guys do subscribe, there's a thing, I guess, on YouTube where you have to allow it to display your subscription. And so if you subscribe and it doesn't pop up, I still know you subscribe. So again, I appreciate all the subscriptions and everything. When it comes to the low block, though, yeah, they scored in the 53rd minute. And so from Mallorca's perspective, you can just sit in the low block and they're like, we're cool with a draw. We're cool. So if that would have came earlier, that's kind of the issue. This happens to other teams too when they equalize. This happens. So they just had the whole basically second half to kind of sit in a low block, put 10 guys behind the ball, and just kind of camp. So let's see. I think we should sign Davies next season and go for Carvajal placement too, and one good midfield player. Mendy doesn't offer a lot in the attack. Look how Mojica play. I love attacking fullbacks. No, I think Davies is probably happening. If Davies signs an extension, then no. But I would say Davies is probably happening. And I'm curious. So what if Bellingham's best friends in the world, not just on the English team, is Trent Alexander-Arnold? So don't be surprised if that happens too. And his contract runs out next year. So the way that Real Madrid's kind of been business-wise is they're looking for those free transfers, people with experience. And so those are two players that I could see. And I wouldn't mind Carvajal still coming back again next season. But it would just be nice to have a little, somebody on the attack. Because I still think Carvajal can actually do a pretty good job. So, Timmy, yeah, live stream is somewhat therapeutic, bro. Good. Hey, I'm happy, Timmy. Love doing these. Love interacting with everybody. Just trying to catch up with the chat. So, sorry if I'm getting to your question late. It's Jay guessing 3-0 to 5-0. We'll hear the goal song a lot, I hope. Love that song. I was going to play that song, but I guess it's copyrighted, so it's all good. I 100% agree, Dally. I get the chance are horrible, but he should let his skills speak for themselves on the pitch. Can't let it get to him. 100%. Like I said, if you let it get to him, then it works. Just don't let that happen. Rejo and him have previous history. He's always fighting at Mallorca. Yeah, if I said his name wrong, it's all good. Yeah, he just, whenever Vinny's away, that's kind of, you need to kind of watch how he is, his attitude-wise. It's a mental game just as much as it's physical. Just don't let it bother you. So, and also when you get fouled and stuff like that. But let's see. We should have played the diamond from Forum against Atalanta. I guess, Jay, it's easy to say that. Even though we did win that game pretty easily, it worked. They just want to get that front three in there. Only the best. What do you think about Arda Güler? I love Arda Güler. Only the best. This is the Arda Güler fan club on my YouTube channel. I just need to see him get an opportunity, and I think he has all the skills in the world to succeed. And so I'm hoping he can get an opportunity, maybe playing as a 10 in that 4-4-2 diamond. I just think whenever he's been out there, he's been class. I just need him to have way more minutes than 3 minutes he gets today, 7 minutes maybe with stoppage time. So I want him to see. I don't like the subs this late in the game just because you join the game when it's not even a game anymore. It's kind of it's just a mess. So I'd like to see him get involved when it's actually still a game, not just right at the last minute. So Furious Thinker, if we bring Arda in midfield playing diamond, then Arda could make the balls. And when Arda makes the front runs, Valverde could drop deep. Rudiger and Militao could go inside the box or cross. I agree. I think Arda he's the best corner taker in the world, I think. I don't know anybody better right now than him. Cruz was the best before. But, man, go back and watch some of those crosses that he had for Turkey. Just crazy. Into the box, they just curl. He's just class. I think he brings that. I think he can control the ball a little better and, switch passing. I think that Arda could bring a lot to this team. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold went to Six Flags. They did, Guillermo. They did. Those pics are pretty funny, too. Quasi, Carlo is starting to frustrate me when it comes to Güler. At least give the kid 15 to 20 minutes. I think he tried to get him in the 80th minute, but we just never got the ball out. I still wanted him a lot earlier. So it's Jay. Rodrigo, to be honest, plays it cool. He does. He does play it a little too cool. Timmy, honestly, Quasi, Guler deserves to get at least 15 to 20 minutes here and there, especially games that are suited to his skill set. Agreed. It's Jay. Normally we sub 60th minute. No, I just would have liked to see him today in the 60th minute. I just think the game's in balance there. They just scored. It's 1-1. You have 30 minutes to go prove it right there. I think that would have been a fantastic opportunity for him. Abdullah. If we're going 4-3-3, Camavinga should be a pivot over Tchouaméni. You just don't put, I don't know. Tchouaméni, to me, wasn't a great game from him the last couple. He's still, I think, slowly coming back from that injury. Remember, he didn't play in the final. And so maybe he's still a little recovering from that. Camavinga is going to be coming back from an injury, though, so it'll be interesting to see how much he plays there. So let's see. At this point, don't think we really need to see Endrick for now. No, I don't want to see Endrick until this is resolved, and it's not right now. Obviously, 1-1, definitely not resolved. So Endrick will get games. I made a video talking about it, guys, but long story short, 30 games is what I'd like to see him. If Real Madrid has La Liga locked up, kind of like what we did last year, where we can see some of the subs, that's a good opportunity for him. But yeah, right now, I don't know if that's where you bring in Endrick. I need to see Brahim and Guler not be able to come in and kind of change the dynamic before I would say bring Endrick in. The kid just turned 18, give him time. He's a long-term project. Look when Vinny came in. Look when Rodrigo came in. This is not somebody that today should be making a difference. Mbappe should be making the difference out of the two players who came in this summer. Let's see. Vincenzo. We could have done better in this match. Good luck to all for future matches. Agreed, Vincenzo. We'll be back. No worry. I was saying earlier, this felt like a loss to me, even though it wasn't. So we'll be back, though. There's a lot of room to improve here. This should be a wake-up call, I'm hoping, and we'll be fine. Yeah, Endrick should go on loan to grow. I want him to be a part of this team at least this year. I don't know how much he would get out of going. Get him with Pintus, if I said his name wrong. Good training, being around elite players like a Vinny, like Mbappe, to understand that a little more, and then see how he does next year. If he's not ready next year, then maybe go on loan. But I want him around the team. I think Carlos still trying to figure out the liquid front three for him. Let's see if you know what I mean. That's why he didn't sub Arda. No, I agree. I do think he's still trying to figure that. I think everybody's still trying to figure out. Like I said earlier, we're force feeding the ball over to Mbappe a couple times. Don't love that. Carragher. Endrick's not ready for European football. Obviously, he's weak. I actually think he's a little stout. I don't know. Maybe he falls a lot too, but it'll be interesting to see. So Quasi and on Tchouaméni, I know he's a good player, but Kama should start over him. I think he slows down the game. Was too much. Doesn't look like he has another gear. No, I don't think you're wrong. Quasi, there. It's going to be interesting to see when Camavinga's back. I don't know if he's the CDM, though. I mean, again, I wasn't impressed with Tchouaméni in the last one or this one. So we'll see what happens in the next one. Guillermo, has Ancelotti spoken already on the press conference? I have not seen anything. Let me check Twitter real quick, guys. If he has, let me know in the chat too. We will miss Cruz all through the season in the midfield and set pieces, delivering good corner kicks. No, we will. 100% right. Ancelotti did speak. Ancelotti, after Real Madrid draw, we lacked balance. I'm not happy with a draw because we could have done better. We needed more attitude. We can learn a lot from this game because it seems clear where we could have a problem. There you guys go. Ancelotti, and the clear problem is that midfield and the transition defense. We are too far forward there, and just give it up way too easily. It's not good. Yeah, Ancelotti spoke already. He sounded like he couldn't care less with the result. Made us feel like it's all good. If Endrick plays right now, he would fail. He is not ready, I don't think. Expect to see him right now. If he plays in the media backlashes him, would be bad for him. He's just a kid. Manuel enjoyed those 2 points up while it lasts. It's all good. Manuel, I'm not going to read your chat, buddy, but I appreciate the effort. Love the effort. Love the troll effort, but it's all good. They say Valverde is like new Cruz, but I see Arda is the closest thing to Cruz. Maybe. I thought that Tchouaméni would be better with some of those switch passes that Cruz was famous for, the change of direction and everything like that. But Carlo is right, but seriously, subs post 85th in a draw, yeah, I agree. There needs to be more urgency, and I'm hopefully in the next one, we will see. Progress on long balls, crossing, and finishing touch. No, agreed. We'll get better, guys. We'll get better, but it's all good. There's a lot. I think the biggest takeaway from this game, though, this should be a wake-up call for that team. And that's the positive out of this. You still get 1 point, so you didn't lose, even though it feels like a loss to us. You still got a point. This should be a wake-up call that not every game is given. Just because you won it all before, it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to win every single game. It's a mindset thing just as much as it's a physical thing. It's going to be important for them to come back. I'm hoping we can absolutely destroy, if I said their name right earlier, Real Valladolid. I will get way better at that, so it's all good. And hopefully we can destroy them. But, yeah, we'll be back, guys. I'm not too worried about it in the long run. Mendy will be out 3 games, so Fran's going to have to come in. So hopefully Fran can step it up, but it's all good. Mini will. Let's see. Quasi, I try to be nice to Barca fans, but they get only on my nerves sometimes. It's all good. So you guys have any other questions for me? Anything like that? Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the comments. Love the chat. Love the Manuel. I kind of respect the 30 versus 1 here going on, though. I respect it a little bit. But it's all good. I was expecting to see Brahim or Arda warming up at like 55 minutes, but they didn't come. No. Says again, 100% agree. We'll be back. But again, guys, I appreciate all the chat. Love doing these live streams. If you guys want to see another live stream, let me know in the chat too. We'll be back and doing them again. And love your optimism, bro. Saying we'll get better at all because history doesn't favor us against teams that sit back in a low block. It takes time. But we'll be better. I have faith. You have some of the best players in the world, but they should be better. I do understand when Carlo doesn't substitute in big games because it needs mentality, but in games like these, should have used the bench strength. Take care, man. Hey, Carragon, appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. We struggle for days. Take care, y'all. Hall Madrid. No more questions, but I'll try to be here every stream for support. Thank you, Quasi. Yeah, that sounds good, guys. Yeah, I'll be making, if you're not subscribed already, if you haven't liked the video too, if you could please like it and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm going to go make my post-game recap, and we'll kind of look into a little more of the stats, talk about what I did like, probably watch a highlight or two after, and I'll be posting that tonight too, so stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, guys, really appreciate you all. Love doing the chats, love doing the live streams. We'll be back. I think we're going to do another one after the game next Sunday, so stay on the lookout for that. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Love doing this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Cheers. Hall Madrid.